All of that, and I wasn't recording. And see, I knew it was going to come back up, but I'm going to show you how to get out of this. So this is the buy I was in. Now this is the sell because it's going back to where. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to get out of this because I know it's going up. Well, once they stop playing and figure out which way they're going, we'll have time for me to show you guys how. Like if you do happen to click the wrong thing and it starts to go away from you, no panic, no fear, because you have the hedge to get you out of it and bring you back to profit. And so again, but you want to do it at a time when it's moving well so that you're not sitting, it's not going to take you a long time to figure out when it goes back to market. I mean, when it goes back, or it's going to tell you what it's going to actually do. So, and I like using TradingView because I can see what's going on better, and I can use my Quantum FX Pro to see what's going on. So, and I can go down to 30 seconds. So we can see, okay, what are they doing? Let's go to the bigger time frame to see what's happening really quickly. Oh, that's just a pullback. And you can see it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just that's a small pullback. It's going up overall. Okay. So now I'm gonna wait till it gets to this low because remember, it don't matter how far it goes. I'm still stuck at 139. I'm not losing any more. I don't care how big these numbers get. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. So it's the same thing no matter what these numbers look like. So I'm going to just make sure it breaks below this. Right? I'm going to see if it breaks below this, because if it breaks below this, then I know I have some assurity that it's going to continue down. Now on my chart, I can see that my pivot points adjusted in the, with the benefit of it possibly going continuing down. So that tells me that it's probably going to break this, but I don't know yet. So this is going to tell me my 4 points, 1, 2, I guess you can, if you 1, 2, 3, you can kind of make this 3 and make this 4. But I like that. To me, this is more 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then this could be your 4th point. So when we see what happens with this next one, then we can say, okay, we got our 4 points. Now we can get in again as long as this continues to go down. Once this one clears, this would be our entry to get in to put our 3rd in. Our 3rd, when I say 3rd, I'm referring to because we have 2 positions already. So again, and it's the same thing as at the clearing of this, we got a indecision candle here, or doji candle. So did I freeze?
Mine stopped there too, even though TradingView is going up higher.
Yeah, it's their server. That's why I'm clicking here. It's if you get down here, you can see, but it's saying that their server's going. Let me just try to switch to something else to see if that'll bring it back. No, it's PlexiTrade server. Yeah. Yeah, it's their server. Let me see if I can, let me click another account and just see if it's yeah, no, it's their server, because that's them. Oh, there it goes. See that gap, it was their server. Yeah, okay. So, and I was trying to catch it before it went into, because I knew it was going back up. I was trying to catch it before it got because what I could have did is waited to see if it was going to go back up. I could have exited this one, and then, exited the sell, and then the buy would have went back to profit. But let's see what it does now. So I'm just showing you the different ways that you can get out of it. But again, no worries because of this here. So once I know what this is doing, see, this is a double bottom. So once I know that this is going to continue down, now I can say I got my 4 points. It's going to continue down. I know that it's going to continue down, so I can put in a third trade. So let me show you once this closes. I want this candle to close. So now that's I'm still well, see, my momentum is going up. So no, I'm not sure yet because I don't have, this isn't, there we go. I got that darker. Let's see if that's gonna stay darker. And then I know I could get into my next trade, because you don't want to get into another trade and it goes against you. So you want to make sure that you have the confidence that yes, it's ready to go down. And let me see, did I do 50? I didn't check this double bottom. So this is where it would cross to make it a double, to show that the double bottom would complete and go up, but it hasn't hit that 50%. So I'm pretty sure it's going to continue down. Sorry, and my voice sounds awful. So this is where I could go in, and as long as I was sure, I can go in and put in the third trade, or if I thought it was going up, I could click out. I clicked out in profit and let it go up, and now this is lessening. So there's several different ways. So you see it went out in profit. Now I can allow it to go back up and just clear this and then come out of profit, come out in profit here, and then I'm back out of profit. If I think it's gonna keep going down, I just put in another sell like I had before and wait again. But you never want to have more than 3. So you want to be sure, one of them you're going to click out of profit on. You don't want to get yourself caught up. So you want to use your analysis skills to make sure that that is really ready to close out. Either like how I closed out because I really believe it's going to go up, or that I put the third one in because I really believe it's freezing again. I don't know. Yeah, it's freezing again. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, maybe it's just going slow because this is going slow. No, it's frozen. Oh, there it goes.
Denise, when you say you only want to do 3, does that mean only hedge 3 trades at once?
What the heck? Wait, just a moment. Let me just I'm gonna show you. So see, I don't know what the heck. It may be some news or something came out, but what I'm saying is you want to have 3 positions, no more than 3 positions. How I had 3 trades. So I had the buy and the sell, and then I created, I never got to the third one. I'm sorry. I canceled out instead. So you either want to cancel, if you have the hedge in, you have a buy and a sell, which is the hedge. You either want to be in a position to close out one of those and close out whatever the second position you put in, because it's going back to original market structure, the original analysis that you originally thought. So I originally thought it was going up, but then it went, it went lower than I wanted to and went into a sell. So so I put a hedge in to protect myself. Look at this. The server's acting stupid. I put in a hedge to protect myself, right? But then as the market was going back to my buy, I closed out of the sell in profit, right?
Yeah.
I closed out of the sell in profit, right? So let's see, is it going to close below? I'm going to put my hedge in now. And if it does, yep, let's see. So I'm going to put my hedge in. Wait a minute. This PlexiTrade is acting a fool. This is PlexiTrade. That's not the market, because I can see it's not on. It's not on here. So that's PlexiTrade server. Yeah. You don't have this big wicked candle on here. So that's a matter of PlexiTrade server. But I know I know it's going up. I just, that's their server. That's Plexi Trade. So what I was saying is don't want more than 3 trades. So I don't want a buy, a sell, a buy, a sell, a buy, a sell. I don't want to keep putting in buy and sells
Mhm.
because I'm messing up.
Mhm.
You use the hedge for what it's like. You made the initial analysis, it went against you by whatever. So you put in you put in the hedge to let the market figure out what it's doing. You just don't do it willy-nilly. You want to do it to go back and wait till you take another look at analysis and see, okay, the market is doing this. I know that it's doing this because it's now in a trend going this way, right? So like I looked here and I said, I want to wait until this closes below. Well, I never got a close below, which is why I never put in the third trade. Because you know what I'm saying? You still want to use your market, your skills or your knowledge from market structure to make the determination. The hedge is not just going to protect you from everything. The hedge allows you the space to not operate in fear,
Mhm.
to be able to now take a look at your analysis and say, okay, I'm not worried about my money dropping. So now I could take a good look and see, okay, what is the market showing me different than what I initially saw when I took the original trade?
Mm. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So let's see. See, I don't like this charting. This is not a good charting. So it's still not dropping. I would have already been in a hedge, just so you guys know. I clicked out of it during this because of this mess, but doesn't matter. It just tells me so. I look at the price, it's like 70 points between it. So I just know I have to be in a little, like at least 70 points. Once if I put my hedge in now, I just know it would have to go 70 points in the other direction. When I put, so whatever the difference in the points from your price and when you put the hedge in is how many points you'll have to go in the other direction to get out of the hedge. So when you guys are considering like how many points do I wait before I put my hedge in, just know that that number that you utilize and set as a number, of course, it needs to be based on the asset because the asset moves differently, right? Every asset moves differently, but you want to base that number off of how that asset moves and the knowledge that how long will it take me to hedge out of it. So if you wait 200 points or pips, you're going to have to wait 200 pips in the new direction. So you want to make a number, you don't want a big number, you don't want a small number because you don't want to keep putting the hedge in and never make any profit because you keep hedging. You keep putting the hedge of protection. That's a protective factor. It's not meant to make profit off of. It's just meant to get your account back. So, and I know, see, it keeps dropping. It keeps not being able to close at this area. That's why I'm not trying to put another, that's why I'm not worried about putting a hedge in until after it drops below this, because I know it's showing me that it wants to go back up. And remember what I said, when at 6:30 bell, they'll show this move, but then they'll show the real move and where they're trying to go. So we know that they're really trying to go up, but they're trying, to me, I look at it like they're trying to confuse people right here. So this is a really, me having the hedge, I don't worry about it because I know they've already showed me their hand. They're trying to go up here. But remember, if they want to sell, if they want to buy, they got to convince people that the market is selling because they need for every buyer, they got to have a seller. So if they want to buy, they got to have some sellers. So they got to convince some people that the market is really selling so that they can put their buyers in. It's okay. Um, Nina said she got into 6 positions. She's down to 4 now. It's okay. That's why I said it's a lot to the hedge that I have not taught. I was never intending to teach it during the challenge, but just to make you guys aware of it. So now that it's looked like it's closing, now I'm gonna go ahead and put in the sell, right? Because this was the initial one that I said it closed below. Oh, there it ain't closed. The wicks is not closing, it's getting rejected. That's why we wait for closed candles. Anybody have any questions on this while we waiting for it to play with the market? Okay. Okay, so now I'm getting prepared because as we start to see these normal candles, right? These smaller candles without these big manipulative wicks, that's the market, pay attention to the candlestick. That's the market returning to normal behavior because the normal market is these just regular candles. They're not these big candles like this. So I know that the market is starting to calm down and get back to what it's gonna do. So that's letting me know, okay, so my trade should be over pretty soon. I should be able to hedge out pretty soon because as the market returns to normal, it's gonna do normal behavior. Okay, so watch your candlesticks. Your candlesticks also tell you when the market is being manipulated versus when it's just normal structure. These big wicks is not normal behavior. It's either news or manipulation. Well, news is manipulation to me, so same thing, but it's either news or opening bell. It's something that it's an event, what the market would call an event. So it's not normal structure. So for me, this telling me that the market is finally starting to calm down. So once I see if it passes this wick, the body of the candle needs to pass this wick, then I know that, okay, possibility I'm gonna put in my hedge, it's gonna possibly start going down. But my hedge, of course, is way further than I had initially. No big deal. I just know I got a little bit more trading to do, right? But I'm not gonna just put in one and it hasn't really given me any evidence that it can't, that it's, especially now since my space is broader, or the number of pips is broader than initially. So I want to be sure. I don't want to keep guessing which way it's going to go. I'm going to wait to let the market tell me. Now this, the fact that if it closed below here, that is the market telling me it's going to go down. So I would put my hedge in and start to hedge, my way out on the downward side by putting in additional cells. So I could, in this particular case, because I'm already out, I would actually start my third hedge trades earlier, only because I already came out of this one and it's already telling me, right, that I'm going below. So in this particular case, I would probably, wait for another pullback and start getting in quicker than I would normally get in. But it's still showing me rejection in this area until I needed to. Let me put a line here. me to close below that. Mm. Oh, looking at, so this is what I'm trying to close below. And did it, I think it did close below. Yep, it did. Okay. Didn't close. Yep, it didn't close. Oh, I'm on 32nd on there. I forgot. Now it closed below. So now I'm gonna put in my cell to hedge it, right? 1 to 1. Stop the bleeding right there, right? All I'm gonna do now is wait. And because it's already shown me, only in this particular case, it's already shown me, because normally my hedge would be up here, right? So it's already shown me it's going in this direction. So I can get in and put my third hedge in even quicker, right? So I could put my third in to start getting my money even quicker. But I'm gonna watch this trade and make sure this is the one that's like your, think of it like your scalper. You don't want that one to go into a loss. I'm sorry, this one to go into a loss. You want, once it goes in and starts to be profitable, you want to make sure that it stays profitable. This is the third one. That's your third one. So it hasn't gotten, what am I trying to say? Settled in yet. But once it gets settled in, you really don't want that one to go into a loss. It's wicking the area. Let me see what it's wicking. That's the one thing I don't like about MT4. You can't. Okay, so it's wicking this area right here. It hit this zone. So it's going back to retest. It's coming back. And let me just show you why. I'm gonna show you why, because this, let me show you. Where's my thing at? So this is why we don't continue to put multiple trades. And this is also why we don't like that third trade to go negative, because now you have what? 2 negative against you. So that's why it's imperative that when you get in this time that you know that it's going in. And if not, when it was a little bit in profit, if it's planned, click out of it. I know it's coming back down, but I want to teach you guys the right way. So that's when I should have clicked out of it, um, to make sure that you don't want this third trade negative like this, because then you're starting the bleeding up again. So that's why we don't click a whole bunch of positions, just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, because now you're bleeding again. So that's why you have to use your analysis as well to make sure that it's really going in that it's really resolved to go in that other direction. And so far, it's still making this low is still lower than this one, so we good. But it did break this high but it didn't break the main one, so but that could be a sign, because it violated this. It could be a sign that it's possibly starting to do a U-turn. What I call a U-turn is starting to slowly go up, because it violated the lower, this one, this high, and this high. This violated these lower highs and made a higher high. So that's an indication that, okay, it's possibly going to starting its U-turn to go the other way. That's why with me, 4 points are so crucial, because it tells you the trend. Like it just tells you what you need to know. So in this case, because I know that it's possibly looking to go out, I'm gonna look to get out of whichever, one I can as soon as I can. If I can't get out, and I would not teach you guys this, but I would put in another buy, and then that means I just have to, go for getting out with the buys, because I prematurely got in with the, I was trying to show you this. And this is violated now. This is violated this one. It hasn't violated this one, but it's violated these two lows. So it's not gonna, that's your automatic knowledge that once it starts violating the lower highs, it's no sense in staying in the trade. Like, you know that it's because it's starting to trend the other way. You automatically know that. And then on top of that, we already knew that they really wanted to go up, because they showed us this in the move. This is just a trap to get people. Again, they have to have sellers if they want to buy. So I'm gonna show you that really quickly. So let me see, once this, I got my confirmation that see something. Oh. See my lines. Okay, now it's gotta be here. That's what I want to do. All right. I wanted to close above this one, but you can see, look, you starting here at 1 point, 2 point. If it doesn't close below there, you got your third point. That is, it has to come back and close below here for you to continue. But you don't want to keep just rushing into any decisions to put in. You already got 3 going. You got this one that you wanted, one of these you want to get out of. You don't want to put in any quick decisions. You want to wait, because you want to make sure whichever direction you go in, that's the way it's going in, and it's not just a pullback. So you want that confirmation with market structure. Because on the higher, on looking at these lows, these, because remember, we're on the 32nd. So looking at these, you can, if you go from the higher points, it's still, until it's broken this, it really hasn't broken anything critical. So it still can continue down. It still can continue down. So you don't want to wait. The purpose of the hedge is to stop the bleeding until you can decide what the market is really doing.
Hey, Denise, is it possible that the market is just going to range because your confluence
It
pillars
could,
are
because
all
it's
coming
Monday.
out?
It could. And in that case, you leave your hedge in and don't cause you no more bleeding.
Okay.
Yep.
And then too, looking at all those lows, the volume is
I
about
saw
the
the
same.
divergence
They
earlier. Yep.
divergent. Okay.
I saw that. Yep. And so if that's gonna happen, so what, for in this particular case, you can do 2 things. Like I can say, okay, did it freeze again on here? Their server's really freezing a lot. Anybody use PlexiTrade for a while that has seen this? Them freeze like this? Because that's important in your trading, because when they freeze, you can't get in or out. So if they're going to be the broker, your broker, you got to know that their servers are not going to freeze. Yeah, because like now if we wanted to put in an entry or get out or anything, we couldn't. It's frozen again. And it's not my internet. I have great internet. See, okay, it's back.
Mine is freezing as well.
Yeah. So yeah, if I think it's now gonna start, it's showing me that it's gonna see, that's what it's showing me that it's gonna start going up, then yeah. So this is this, like, I'm waiting to see, is it gonna break this? Right? I'm waiting to see if it's gonna break this, but this is the real test. But I want to see what it's gonna do here. Is it, and you see 1, 2, this is the third candle that's been rejected at that line. So you want to wait, make sure you're getting, market structure, and it could just range back and forth. But even if it does range back and forth, okay, it just broke, you still want to even up again, because when you even up, you stop the bleeding. You got to remember that. Every time you even up, you stop the bleeding. See, that's why that's why you have to, I use market structure to make my decisions, not just looking at the candles. Because the candles can look big, they can wick high, they can look scary, if you just look at the candles, but you want to watch market structure. Always after a closed candle, watch market structure, because they can wick all during the candle, but then they'll close way below or way above. Wait for market structure to tell you what's happening. And then once you know, then you make your move. You put in your third or whatever position that you're going to put in. Whenever you're adding additional positions, they want to be based off of market structure that you've gotten confluence on. And then also, Nina, when you said, like, as far as ranging, when it ranges, you can still start getting your money back. You just have to get it in pieces. So you scalp for those little bits. And then when it adds up, so like you would just keep taking small trades and making small profit. And then when you add up all your small trades and it equals whatever your loss is, then you just close out both of them, because you've added up enough, you scalped enough to make up for, whatever this amount is.
Makes
You
sense.
understand? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because it will be times when it does, because if not, you'll be sitting there forever. Just like when you put in that third trade, just scalp and get the money, scalp and get the money, scalp and get the money. And if your loss was $500, you get to $500, then you can close out the buy and the sell. You just do a bulk close or a close against the other, and then you're done. Because you already made your money in the scalps. So your account's back to where it was. And then, if you want to get back in the market, you get back. But I would say, wait, put some fresh eyes on it. So see, it's going back up. So did it close above my point? Yep, it did. It closed above my point. So, oops. So now I can go in and I'm going to go in and put in my buy. Now it stopped the bleeding there, right? Stop the bleeding there. So I'm going to stop the bleeding. I'm going to wait to get confirmation, which is going to be a little bit higher. It's going to be up here now. So that's what I mean. When you go in and you're not sure, that's what happened. Either I'm going to get confirmation because it's going to break above here. And if I don't get confirmation, that'll tell me that, oh, it's ranging. So then in between here, I'm going to make money to make up for my loss. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me 1 minute. All right, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, so now we stopped the bleeding again. We stopped the bleeding. Now we're waiting. It's freezing again?
Right, right.
Oh my gosh, I don't like that. Because the problem with that is it's freezing, right? You can't make your moves, you can't do anything. But if you're in the loss, they're gonna take your money. If you know what I mean? If you win in, they're not gonna give you your win. So it's like it's not right. You know what I mean? So you want somebody, yeah, that's scary. I'm gonna have to talk to them. That's not, yeah. They might have all the benefits, but if they ain't got a good server that works, it don't matter.
Yes, talk to them on my behalf. Thank you.
That's crazy. If you were in a real, you're in a demo account, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, yeah, no, never, always confirm, never, yeah. Tell you guys, one of the things about brokers, make sure that you've traded in a demo account with them and tested out stuff like this, their servers, their customer service. You want to test out all of that type of stuff because look how long this is a long time. Like if the market, especially if you're in something high energy like Bitcoin, oh my goodness, that could be like thousands of dollars. Literally, like, so look at that's a lot of movement that it's not. See, look, that's crazy. Yeah, and it's still not going. They having problems with their server today or something. Because we've worked with them and we've never seen this like this. Yeah, that's not cool. Wow.
It's a new definition of the bleeding has stopped.
I know. Oh me, oh my. Look, see, it's about to go back up and yeah. Ooh. Because it went down all through here and and oh now it's moving. Yeah, it missed the whole down move, like, but okay. Excuse me. Um, yeah, but if we wasn't in the head, your bleeding wouldn't have stopped. Trust me. So wow. So once we get past, it's not just getting back in the profit on the buys. Once you get past a point on here that has solidified, you gotten your points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 really here. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So yeah, I put these are equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull back here. It's starting to go up. Yeah. So you want this closed. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Forgive me. Oh, what is going on, Denise? Yeah, you're real tired. Um, all these news is popping up. So yeah, so see it's about to go above it, go above there. But then you're about to run into this major pivot. So I say once it closes around this major pivot, plus you have some more wicks there. So it closed at least above this major pivot. Then yeah, I'll be good to start putting it. Oh, I'm at the top. Would let it pull back from this major pivot and retest, pull back, and then I'm ready to start putting in my additional positions. Yeah, really, I want to release here. Still at the top, it's just. So it's still at the top, but I'm just gonna keep awareness of that. It's still at the top, it's got 7 seconds. Cause it's probably trying to go up to hit here and then might start its its, exhalation is what I call it, back down. Cause it's gotta breathe, it's gotta come back down some at some point between one of these major pivots, it's gotta come back down to breathe. So that's why you really, I think just a standard RSI is really effective in letting you know that, to me, that's the breathing points. Like that's when I know if it's breathing, when it's taking its breath. So no matter what strategy you use with it, it needs, to me, if you're looking at putting in an injury, you need to look at that momentum. Some people use volume for that. Volume to me is a little bit, more hard to understand because you see all those candles at the bottom of the screen. So, but some people use volume for the same thing.
Denise, I have a question while we're in this
Yeah.
trade, and we can stop if we need to. I know we're in the middle of trading, but I know you use MT4 because that was the trade
I use
manager
MT5.
worked with that, or
MT5.
MT5, yes.
Uh-huh.
But is there a reason why we wouldn't be able to use, like, if we're not using the trade manager, like Trade Locker or a
No, you can
different?
use, I also have trade, I use Osprey with Trade Locker. I use them. I have
Okay.
multiple brokers with multiple accounts because I have a outside copy trader outside of, so you can, yeah. So again, yeah, if you're not, the only reason that I use MT5 is because I'm using the trade manager. Like I'm
Okay.
using one of the tools. I don't manage, but if I'm scalping, you can
Mhm.
use whatever, because you're managing your account yourself. Like, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
all of that would be a part of your trading plan. So I'm about to put the
Okay.
third trade in, you guys.
Okay. All right.
You see
Thank
it's
you.
going back. I'm gonna show you guys. So it went above, it showed me that it's going back. It's continuing up. So now I'm gonna put in a third trade, but look, I have 2 buys and 2 sells. So I'm gonna put in a 2, not a 1, right? If it allows me. Let's see. And make sure. Let's wait to see. Yeah, that's why I like being at the bottom and coming up, because you're not really sure until that happens. But okay, so yeah, I can go back because it's not ready. Because I need to follow what my rule is, wait till it get to the bottom. I don't even know where I'm getting in. Anyway, so nevertheless, yeah, no, definitely. I have multiple accounts for multiple things. And then you always can use, if you wanted, you had different places, but you want to do the same trade. You can use a copy trader outside of that. Because I don't like to go into 5 accounts and click nothing. So, and Trade Locker doesn't, like if you have multiple accounts in there, they don't have a trade copier that I know of.
Okay.
So yeah, so I have different things for different, y'all definitely. You don't want to be a one-trick pony, definitely, no. Yep,
Okay, gotcha. Thank
good
you.
question. That's a very good question. And I'm gonna do some trades in Osprey as well. I'm gonna do some position trades in there.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I'll do some position trades in there, as well. I'll trade in, because you can do all of this in there. Yep, because they allow you to hedge.
right, right, yeah.
Mhm.
So I
And
have another question. Is NAS 100 the same as
yes,
That's NASDAQ, right?
yep. Mhm.
Okay, because I noticed in Trade Locker, and it seems to be moved because I was looking at Trade Locker versus
This is US 30 I'm on today. I'm
oh
on
yeah,
US
yeah.
30.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, I know that. So today
Okay.
I wasn't trading today. I'm just watching, but I was just looking to comparing Tradeovate to the Trade Locker chart, and they seem to be moving exact, but they have totally different prices. So I just was like
Because
one.
remember,
Uh-huh.
trade of eight is a contract.
Okay,
So remember, it's not gonna be the same price. You could go to different, if you go and just come in here and go to different brokers for NAS, they will have different prices.
okay.
That's the
Oh,
norm. So that's why when you're on here trading, like if you're in, and like Trading View is really a charting platform. It's not really where your trading panel is. Yeah, they have catered to some brokers on this trading panel, but they're not really a trading where you trade. It's a
mhm.
charting platform. So that's why when, like you'll notice when I'm looking at the RSI I look at the one on Tradeovate more so than the one on here. But now, I mean, unless I'm in the same exact thing, because I have CME in here. So those are things that you want to make sure that your broker, because oh yeah, definitely your broker that like Plexi Trade's price, because Plexi Trade is not in here. So
Mhm.
their price is going to be different than Plexi Trade's price. Could be. I shouldn't say will be,
Okay.
could be different. And that's just how it is.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Because I was like, well, the candles seem to be moving exactly
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same. But okay.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Thank
Yep.
you.
And that's any broker. The broker
Okay.
prices are different. Yep.
Okay.
Now we can see here, look, what has it done? It's made a lower high right here. See, that's that behavior of ranging, right? It's made a lower high right here. It's making a lower high. Right, well, it hasn't yet, but let's see. Let me not speak prematurely. Because it's nothing on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, it's made nothing. So let me that's why I don't like those little bumps on the 30 seconds, because it's really nothing. But I really believe it's just breathing to get back down. And now we'll be able to put in our next trade of a buy. Because we knew all along that it was looking to move the market up. It told us, it gave away its secret right here. So now you can see it got the red of what I hope to be the pullback. And then when I get to going back green, that'll be confirmation that I can get in and go back up, that it's starting to go back up. Okay. I'm not getting red anymore, so I think I'm getting my green, but I can't really tell because it's a green right there. So I'm gonna wait till it goes above here, and then um, oh, did it just adjust? It just adjusted, didn't it? Yeah, I do got a green right there, so I'm gonna go in. It's gonna, I gotta make. Yeah. All right, so right here, this one. So this is the one we want to watch and make sure it stays above, stays profitable. It's not having a good day today, Donnie, huh? We're gonna go up.
Are we still meeting at 6 today, or has that changed yet? I know we talked
No,
about.
not the 6 PM. We still gonna meet at 6 PM. Yep, just this
Okay.
morning. Just the
Okay.
morning time will change.
Okay, all right, thank you. I have to log off for work, so
No
I'll see you
problem.
guys at 6. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye-bye.
I know this thing ain't frozen again. It can't be. Come on. Nina, are you frozen?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. It freezes, it seems like when it's selling. Oh, shoot. That's the straight. So this is a case where I'm about to even this trade up and wait because it's going back and forth. It's ranging until I'm gonna even it back up. I'm gonna break, shoot. This is it's crazy. It's ranging. So this is a thing where, again, like I'm not gonna tell you to keep putting in more and more trades back and forth. You even it up, stop the bleeding again, and wait until the market does what it's gonna do. Because you can see that it's like one of the questions Nina has said, it's ranging. It's ranging back and forth. And you don't want to be in a hedge because all you'll do is what I would do. You're gonna have to put another buy in, you're gonna have to put another sell in, you're gonna have to put another buy in. And next thing you know, you got 10 accounts here. You don't want to do that. That's what I meant earlier. And so this probably was the lesson. That's what I meant earlier when I had said to Yvonne that you really only want to have a buy or a sell. You only want to be putting in the third position or taking it out. You don't want it, even though I did another buy and sell that, because I thought it was going up. That's not what you really, you want to do. You want to just have the first position, which was whatever the buy or sell was, then your hedge, and then your third position. And your third position, like I said, if you see it going to negative, you want to click out of that. You don't want to let it go negative. And it's better to even take, if you see it's like going back and forth, it's better to take a small loss on that one because you'll get it back. You just add that to whatever your bleeding amount is and get that back, or once the market decides to stop ranging. Because we know the market is ranging more than it's trending. So you just wait it out. Again, you don't want to get caught up in doing, because this gets emotional. It gets to playing with your emotions again. So you don't want to get caught up in that. And I'm sorry, my voice feels awful and sounds awful, but you don't want to get caught up in that. So that emotional part of this going back and forth, because it's just playing games, because we know that it's going up. I know that it's going up. It's already showed its hand. But again, they gotta convince people that it's selling. Again, So remember, if we're all looking at the same chart, they have to trick us into believing it's selling because we're looking at the same chart. How else are they going to convince us that's looking at, if they, remember, they teach us the rules. They teach, all of the information out there, the education out there. If you look, you'll see it's by Forex, it's by, the brokers. So yeah, they're using the knowledge that they gave us against us. So if they know that when they see a trend, or they see, this candle, or they see a morning star, or they see this is the action that they take. They use that to convince us that this is going to happen. But there's some things, true market structure, that you can manipulate it on a lower time frame, but you can't manipulate it on a higher time frame. So that's why I only use this for quick moves. I only use the lower time frame for scalps, where I can get in and get out really quickly and not have a lot of loss, because I'm only scalping. I'm not taking this serious, as far as, the moves are, the analysis still correct, but I'm only going to take small chances with it. I'm only going to risk small amounts with it, because I know that this is a chart that they can manipulate. You see how then when I tell you, when them big candles come in, that's them. Because we don't have the money. I don't care what time frame it's on. That's not normal market structure. That's them trying to convince people to sell so that they have sellers on the other end of their buys. So when you see what they're doing, you stick to your guns and you wait. You use that hedge to wait it out. But if you get caught up in having a whole bunch of them, that's not going to work. So that's why you just want to have two, and then that third one, and just wait till they're done manipulating. And really, well, like I said earlier, when I would have knew they were done manipulated is when they closed above this candle. That's really the truth of the matter. That would have been when they were done. But I knew that was going to take a while, and I wouldn't have time to show you guys that this number is starting to dissipate. It's going to start going down. And I want you guys to see the effect of the third trade. But really, this would have been, if I was trading for me, but I would have had more time because I'm not a clock. I would have waited till it closed above here, because that's when I would have known that on a higher time frame, because we're on the 32nd, on a higher time frame, even the 15-minute, you got to close above this. This is, where is that 32nd? I'm gonna just put this line here. You got to close above there to make another high. So that's really the significant look, that's the significant place that you got to close from. So that's when I would have known that I know that they're going to move up because of that. That's the next. And so that's when I would have waited all the way till then, put an alert on this when it closed above this, and then came back to trading. You don't have to sit and watch it and wait. Just put an alert on it. And remember, you stopped the bleeding. At that point, you had stopped the bleeding. So because you would be evened up. You stop the bleeding and wait. Like even here, like I could close these two. If I think that they're still playing, I could close two of these that's in profit, and do the 2 and the 1 and stop the bleeding wherever. It don't have to just be where, like I can stop anywhere. Just all stopping the bleeding means is evening up. Like now, if I thought, oh, they still playing games, I could just close out. I can either close out this one or I can close out these two. It don't matter. I would close out these two just to get, so I wouldn't have a lot of trades on. But I literally could close out these two if I think it's going to still play games. I could close out these two and wait it out, wait till it closed above here. Right? And whatever my bleeding amount would be my bleeding amount. From the point of me stopping. But I think it's gonna go up. I gotta get ready to get off the phone. To get off the phone to get off of this. But yeah, you can, because once you even up, it just holds wherever it's at. Like say I would believe that it can't go above this, then let me see. I'm gonna let it, well, it went above it. But it's lessening my no, but just say I wanted to stop there. Wait a minute, oh, I did the wrong one. I'm sorry, you guys, I did the wrong one. I closed the 2 point. I was gonna show you. All right, I closed the wrong one. What did I do? I closed the wrong one, but it stopped it again, but I didn't mean to close. I closed this one, I didn't mean to close this one, but you can see that even though you've made this money for the day, so when you add that up, like, let me see, 153.5 and 127 and 6.75, right? So you made $287.25. So really what you need to get back is this amount minus the 287. So it's 1103.5 minus 287.25. So really your number is $816 that you need to get back from here before you can close everything out. So that's what I'm trying to say. Or you can look at it and get the $1,100 and make the 200 for the day. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing you that no matter what, it stops the evening up, stops the bleeding, and lets you, and I could scalp. So since it's going back and forth, I could go in here and do this. I'm gonna just do this really quickly to show you guys. We haven't confirmed nothing, of course, but I could show you, like, we think it's going down this plan. I'm just gonna scalp and make some money. Where is the sell at? It's down here. So I'm gonna scalp. When this goes into profit, I'm gonna scalp this. It's moving back and forth based on where it's at. That's why. But you want to that's how I messed up on the last one. It moved. But you can scalp this sell right here. If I think I was hoping it would go into some profit so I could show you. It's scalping just a little bit. Just go a little bit in profit for me.
When you're scalping
Okay.
it, what lot size are you using?
I did a 2 because remember you have 2, 2, 2.
Right.
So you keep going. You want to.
So your
So-
scalp is the same standard. You use
Yeah.
each scalp is 2. Okay.
Wait,
Gotcha.
right. So I just want to close. I just want to. I'm gonna answer your question better when I
Go for it.
I want to try to. I was trying to make some money really quick and show you what I mean. You just want to make, come back down. All right, come on. So even like, because I know it's going up. I was just trying to show you guys really quickly, like if it was ranging and going down, like I could go in and, come on. I didn't want to close it at 6 because it'll jump. Like, I don't know the difference. It'll jump between the time you close it sometimes when you click the button and when the broker closes it, shall I say. So I wanted to get like $20 on it. All right, so I closed it, right? I know it's going up. That's why I wanted to hurt it. Did I closed the wrong one again? Oh my gosh. How did I do that? It keeps, because it's moving on me. I closed the buy. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, now I'm not even again. So I'm in force. I need to put in 3 buys. So I don't know how this is crazy. But I'm in, so you want to have the same lot size for buys as you have for sales. That stops the bleeding, right? I know it's going, but I was trying to show you guys, but I don't know what happened. Anyway, because what they do is they move the order of it based on what's in profit. They put the one that's in profit down at the bottom. So that's what, and so when by the time I went to click it, it moved. And I end up closing a buy instead of a sell, which anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah. So, but you do want to make sure you're closing the right one. But this has just got me all thrown off. So now I got 4 buys and 4 sells because I kept this sell in here. So now I'm gonna have to put in a 4. You put in the same number, but it might not let me because of, I want to get out of this sell. It might not let me because it may be too hot, because you got to look at your margin. My margin's only 242. It's in, I mean, 252. It may not let me, so I really want to get out of this 2 sell that I did here. I really want to get out of this because I didn't mean to close the other one. That's the one I was trying to close before. So now I got to close out of some buys. Go back up because I got too many buys because I should have 2 and 2. I just totally messed this up for you guys, but clicking the wrong button. Wake up, Denise. So we can see it came into this area and rejected off of here. But again, like I said, really, I shouldn't have even been putting in a 3rd position until we got to here. And next time, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to show you guys properly. And if we just don't have enough time, we just don't have enough time. But that's why I didn't want to teach the hedge during that, because you really need time to see, because there's going to be times I like to do the hedge in the morning time because you get a lot of movement, but it is Monday, right? If it wasn't Monday, is slower, is one of the slowest market days during the week. Because people are just, starting their week out. So, yeah, and I'm going to get ready to have to get off of here. But right now it's, as long as it goes up, it's 4 against 2. So it's basically, I increased it by the 2 that I need to start getting money back. So as long as it continues to buy up, this one with 3, these are going to profit, and it'll be on the side of taking my stuff down, right? Taking down my loss. Which is where I wanted to be when it was above that line. But it got kind of crazy. I was trying to show you guys something. But yeah, so that is where you would want to be, when you would want 4 against 2, but I like to have them just, see, yeah, it's moving them all around. See, that's what threw me off, okay? Because it went, I wonder, do you guys know if there's a setting where you could stop that? Because that is very confusing. Let's see. Oh, auto arrange. There you go. That's driving me crazy. And I'm like, I knew it was something. Like, don't move. Okay, good. I'm glad you get it. It's a math game, really. It's really math. It's like you hedging it to even up, stop the bleeding, and then once you know what the market is doing again, you've done a thorough analysis, then you get back in to say, hey, I'm gonna get out, hedge myself out. See you this evening, Nina. I'm about to go too. I'm giving it 4 more minutes to see if I can show anything in the 4 minutes. And then I gotta go make me a hot toddy for my throat. Yeah, and you can see right now, and even though it's low, it's not making a lower low yet. These are even highs. If you look, this wick is right at the body of this one. So we know it's going up. It's making higher lows. I mean, higher lows. So as long as it doesn't drop below here, we know it's continuing in that upward pattern. So I'm not even going to worry about, even though I'm uneven where I don't want to be, I'm not going to worry about trying to mess with it because it'll catch up. I'll get all the videos to, I had really, we were in, I had a spiritual weekend this weekend. So, we were really, praising God for my uncle's healing this weekend. So that's why my voice is gone. And I am just out of it this morning. I had to take some people to the airport really late. So I am out of it. No, this is the AM class. I'm gonna do it from pretty much about 6:20, 6:30 until 7:38. And then so it'll blend what the 8 o'clock class, because it's I was, just so you know, the teaching was supposed to be on the tools. Well, I don't have the tools right now, so I can't really teach you guys on the tools, and I don't have the tools. So that's the reason why I just said I'm gonna trade with them, and we'll build up, and we'll do what I normally show you guys in a course. If you were to join either my mentorship course, like this is what I would show you guys, but I would show you more in detail. I'm gonna show you guys in spurts, give you guys a little bit of taste of it, and then you guys can go from there. Yeah, thank you, Erica. Yes. Yeah. So again, I'm gonna, I was just about to close this one. I'm gonna close this one and, oh, it's going up again. If I felt like this was going back, I'm gonna close this. I would close this one and then let the sales, I would close this one and then let the sales take over, because it's selling. So all along, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna add up all of these, the ones that are, made, I think it's from the 675, right, for today. I'm going to add up all of these, and then I'm going to subtract this from whatever this trade balance. So now I have 2-to-1, which is good, because if it's selling, I want double the amount of the buy. So that just got me, and so you also can see that I started to get rid of all those trades I had, and that high number as well. Like I had 2, 4, and 4. So yeah. Now, if I think that it's going to continue up, I just throw in a 2 for my buy, right? I mean, I'm sorry, I even it up first. I'm sorry. I should say that I even it up first. And I can even add another buy here, like once it drops down to selling so far, and then it starts to look like it's going back up. But say it starts to sell, but it's not going to drop all the way to where I could take this off in profit. I could throw another buy-in down here. My bleeding number is going to be lower, right? And I could make this number lower, because it was like, what, 1,300 up here. So I can hedge it right here, even it up, and then wait to see, okay, is it going to keep going down? Is it going to go up? Once I feel like it's not going down any further, I could hedge it up and then wait for it to start going back up. Like literally the point of it is even it, stop the bleeding, and then figure out where it's going. But, and my loss number, so this is what I'm saying, put this on 1, right? I'd say put my buy-in, just put a buy-in. I stopped the bleeding at $1,000, right? But my loss is not really $1,000 because I made all of this money here. So my loss is the 1,000 minus whatever this is, because that's me scalping, and scalping some of it back. So my loss is really not the 1,000. It's the 1,000 minus this, whatever that amount is. So it's what, like 675 plus 153 plus 127. Oops. plus 2175 plus 37 plus 4050. So it's 386. So 386. So I got 106, 1.75 minus 386. So my loss is really 675. So that's what I got to get back. So once I know that it's going back up, I got 2 buys and 2 sells. So I'm going to put in 2 more buys or 2 more sells if it keeps going down. But now I'm not going to play with it because I see it's ranging. So I'm going to just wait and set myself an alert, because I know that this is structure on right here. When it goes above here, I'm going to set an alert on this line that when it crosses above it, notify me. I don't have to even be on the 15-second. Let me change that alert, because that's for the 15-minute. I can do it. It don't matter what time frame is on. It could be the 30-second. But when it because you have to be on the time frame that you want it to alert you on. So when it crosses above that on the 30-second, I want you to tell me, right? So now it's got an alarm on this and I'm good to go. I don't have to sit here and watch it. I'm evened up. I stopped the bleeding, so I don't have to worry about it. So now you can go and do what you do for your day and know that it's frozen again. I'm telling you, every time it drops, it seems like it's freezing. But anyway, so yeah, so I can go on and do what I do and know that at the end of the day, and my loss is not even 1,000, it's really 600, whatever that number was I had on here is really $675. So if I choose, like, I don't want to watch this no more, I can just close out all of them and take my $600 loss, which I'm not, it makes no sense when I could just set an alarm, wait till market structure tells me that it's ready to make a decision. And of course, I always tell you to have 2 sides of market structure. So you got that there, and then you can also do a line here, because who's to say it's just going to buy? You don't want to be prejudiced towards just buying. So you set another alarm there, and you said when it crosses down below that, let me know, right? So now I can go in and do what I got to do and not have to worry about it, because it's ranging between this area. So when it breaks out, then you can then I'll be ready to trade. Everybody understand why I say that? Okay, well, I'm
Yes.
assuming that
Yeah, I
everybody
understand.
gets that. So
I'm picking,
I'm gonna, go ahead.
no, I was just saying I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Good. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this for the day. I know it's a lot, but again, once you grasp the head, you can trade anything, any strategy, anything, because no matter what strategy you use, the strategy you use is used to tell you when to enter and to exit, right? That's whatever strategy, whether it's my strategy, your strategy, whoever strategy you learn, that's something totally different than this. This is because you can use this whether you position trading, scalping, it doesn't matter. This is used to protect your account. Like, you never really have to worry about a loss. So you can trade as aggressive as you want to trade. You just have to have your protection as a part of your plan. It's like when you get on a motorcycle, you can drive a motorcycle, but you got to have your protective gear, in place. Like when you get on a motorcycle, you get, anything you do, you got to have a protective factor if it's risky, you know what I'm saying? So this is just your protection. Like, what am I do if it starts to go against me? What do I have? Yeah, you can exit, but that exiting, and that's the strategy that they teach us, to know when to exit. But that's always hard because it gets emotional. So yeah, this allows you to be able to go in, take the emotion out of it, because I've stopped the bleeding. And now I could take another look at it and see, oh, dang, I didn't know the market was ranging. Oh, I didn't know they were manipulating the market. I didn't know this. Now I see it and I'm not emotional because I stopped my bleeding. Now I can wait until market structure comes back, or I can wait till I'm not emotional anymore. So, all right. Well, that is, if nobody has any questions or anything, I'm going to stop sharing. then I am going to go and I got a meeting at 8. Oh, shoot, I gotta get off the phone. I got a meeting. Oh, I am gonna go to my meeting. You guys have a great and blessed day, and I will see you guys later tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Uh-huh.